day, learners. This is Teacher Gold, your Music Aid teacher. Now, we are on our third lesson about learning the music of East Asia. Are you ready? Then, let's go! Please observe the following pictures. Can you identify which country of East Asia are these pictures showing to? I'll give you 5 seconds to answer. Time's up! So the correct answer is Korea. So today, we'll be learning about the music of Korea. Our MELCs, or what we call most essential learning competencies for these lessons are: explains how the music of East Asian country relates to each geography and culture, explores ways of producing sounds in a variety of sources that would stimulate instruments being studied. Korea's folk music tradition, with its generous use of bright rhythms and melodies, offers a more energetic and capricious contrast to the nation's collections of classical music works. Folk music represents the soul and sound of traditional Korean villages with an eclectic array of music forms including numerous folk songs, various forms of instrumental pieces, pansori, and shaman ritual music. There are 2 major categories of traditional Korean music. The first one is what we call Chonggak. Chonggak music means the music of elite or upper class people. It also refers to ensemble music for men of high social status outside of the court. This kind of music is elegant, refined, delicate, and formal. It is extremely slow and solemn, has subtle dynamics, and possesses a sense of majesty. The second category is what we call Sogak or Min Sogak. Sogak music means the music of ordinary or lower class people. It includes the genre of pansori and minyo. What is pansori? Pansori is a kind of music presented to audience by skilled vocal singers and drummers. But also the unskilled people could sing these songs. They sang when they worked in the rice fields, sang when they went off with their lovers, and sang when their life was troubled and weighing them down. Now, let's go to the instrumental music of Korea. Korean music has a rich vocal tradition and diverse instruments and music forms. It represents a world of captivating rhythms and melodies whose sounds draw listeners in. Did you know? Korean people sang songs when they could not hold their sadness in. Traditional Korean instrument can be broadly divided into 3 groups, which are string, wind, and percussion instruments. Kayagum. Kayagum instrument is a traditional Korean zither-like string instrument with 12 strings. Although more recently variants have been constructed with 21 or more numbers of strings. It is probably the best known traditional Korean music instrument. Gomungo. Gomungo instrument is a traditional Korean six-string pluck zither with bridges and frets. Scholars believe that the name refers to gugulyo and refers to its color, which is black crane zither. Hagum. Hagum instrument has a two-string vertical fiddle. It has two silk strings, rod-like neck, and a hollow wooden soundbox. It is played vertically on the knee using with a box. Pidi. Pidi instrument is made of bamboo. It is large and cylindrical bore makes it sound mellower than other types of oboe. It can be performed both folk and classical music of Korea. Changu. Changu instrument is the most widely used drum in traditional music of Korea. It is consists of hourglass-shaped body with two heads made from animal skin. The two heads produce sounds of different pitch and timbre, which when played together are believed to represent harmony of men and women. So again, what are the musical instruments of Korea? We have kayagu, gomungo, hagum, pidi, and chango. Let's go to the vocal music of Korea. Arirang. Arirang is a Korean folk song. It is sometimes used as a symbol of Korea and Korean culture. Arirang is a song of farewell. The word arirang means the hill. It pertains to the foothills of Korea, where most Koreans had partings on. An emotion of deep regret is imbued in the rhythm of arirang. The song evokes the feeling of tears shed by Koreans and the remembrance of their sad stories. Now that you have knowledge about the music of Korea, let us have a short quiz. Questions. What are the two major divisions of traditional Korean music? Next, name the 5 Korean instruments that you learned in the lesson. Next, what is the title of the folk song of Korea, and it is also called the Song of Farewell? Last one, on your own opinion, what would be the importance of traditional music in terms of historical and cultural background of Korea? Now, let us listen to the Arirang song. And while listening, I want you to observe the instruments being used. Wow, what a wonderful song! What have you observed about the instruments being used? Are the three groups of instruments present? The answer is no. There is one that is lacking. What could it be? It is the percussion instrument. So now, let us try to produce some percussion sounds on the song using the Korean chango drum. But since we don't have this kind of drum, let us just use any improvised drums you can find at your home. You can use a bucket, milk tin or steel cans, Tupperwares, or others. Since this is a percussion instrument, you will need any sticks for striking. But if you don't have one, just use your hands. In order for our sound to be in tempo with the song, we have to make first a rhythmic pattern. A rirang is a 3/4 time signature. It means there are 3 beats in every measure, and a quarter note will receive 1 beat. Let us review again how to beat the 3/4. So, bring out your right hand, then the direction is down, side, up, down, side, up, down, side, up. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is an example of a rhythmic pattern. In this pattern, I use a 1/4 note for the first beat, 2 16th notes and 1 8th note for the second beat, and 2 8th notes for the third beat, which is equivalent to 3 beats. Now, let us try to clap the pattern. Please follow. 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and. Did you get it? If not, you may repeat the video. Now, bring out your improvised drum. I use a small basin and my hands for striking, but you can use sticks. Please observe how I strike my hands to the basin. 1, 2, and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and. Now, let us apply the pattern to the song. Your turn in 3, 2, 1. Good job! I hope you enjoy and learned something new on our lesson today, which is the music of Korea. Again, This is Teacher Gold, your Music A teacher, wanting to say, 감사합니다. 준 할로 되세요. 안녕.